Welcome to Investing with Danelle. I invest small amounts of money over a minimum 10-year horizon using an investment portfolio I started in 2022 with approximately $5,000. Please be sure to like, subscribe, and share. Also, click the all notification bell. Information source is Fidelity Investments and the Edward Jones December 2nd, 2024 stock study sheet. Disclaimer, this is not an endorsement of Edward Jones. I'm not a fiduciary. I've been in an investment club for over 20 years. My emphasis is stock study. Follow me on Substack and LinkedIn for blog and video post updates. It is October. We are studying technology sectors. Here is the Edward Jones stock study list. Stock study list, October 2025. Advanced Micro Devices, symbol AMD. Apple, symbol AAPL. C3AI, symbol AI. CrowdStrike, symbol CRWD. Nvidia, symbol NVDA. Taiwan Semiconductor, manufacturing company, symbol TSM. All these stocks are current holdings in Investing with Danelle portfolio. Advanced Micro Devices, symbol AMD, is our first stock. You see the chart here, dated September the 2nd, 2025. We do see an increase in price. Earnings per share, $1.67. PE ratio, 94.37. This is as of September the 19th, 2025. Lots of factors play into that. Innovation being a big part of it. Here's information from MT Newswire. President Capital adjusts PT on Advanced Micro Devices to $186 from $198. Maintains buy rating. 7 independent firm opinions rate AMD as neutral. The valuation, Trevis estimate, they are saying that this stock is currently overvalued by 6.66%. The sector is information technology, industrial semiconductors, and semiconductor equipment. Advanced Micro Devices operates as a semiconductor company worldwide. It operates around 3 segments: data center, client and gaming, and embedded. Apple, symbol AAPL. Here is the chart going back to 1985. Earnings per share, $7.25. PE ratio is 32.81, which I would consider pretty good for a technology stock. There's lots of news. A big part of it is centering around U.S.-China trade. Apple designs, manufactures, and markets smartphones, personal computers, tablets, wearables, and accessories worldwide. Apple was founded in 1976 and is headquartered in California. Analysts rate this stock as bullish. Apple is considered overvalued by 3.71%. They think the fair market value should be $236 and some change. C3AI, symbol AI. Stock chart here. It's a fairly new company. Price has gone down recently. Earnings per share, it's at a negative 2.60. And they don't have information on the PE ratio. And again, it is a new company. I do own some of this. We'll see what happens with the stock. C3AI operates as an enterprise artificial intelligence application software company in North America, Europe, Middle East, Africa, the Asia Pacific, and internationally. They have partnerships with a lot of different companies. Information technology, software is the industry. The analysts consider it very bearish. AI partners with a diverse ecosystem of leading companies, including major cloud providers, strategic consultancies, and industry-specific corporations. Let's look at some of the partnerships that C3AI has. This is a major plus for me. Microsoft, Amazon Web Services, Google Cloud, McKinsey & Company, PwC, Baker Hughes, Raytheon Intelligence and Space, Collins Aerospace, Huntington Ingalls Industries, Arctech, Adobe, Electras. Investors allege misleading statements in C3AI class action lawsuit. That could contribute to the decrease in price. All right, so let's go ahead and, the other thing is USB maintains neutral on C3AI, raises target price to $17. Top 3 stocks you'll regret missing in quarter 3. That's on September the 11th, 2025. I wanted to point out, in addition to Accenture PLC, C3AI is listed as one of the stocks you don't want to miss out on. Endava is another one. All right. So there's some things about the stock price. You can read some more on that. Also about the lawsuit. I mean, when I see stuff like that, I'm thinking, is it a buying opportunity? CrowdStrike, symbol CRWD. You see the price here. They had some stuff going on a while ago because they provide services to Microsoft, and the price had dropped a while. In 2024, you could see a dip, and it was related to some kind of, I believe it was a cyber hack or something like that. Anyway, that's when I decided to buy some. Earnings per share, negative $1.20, and I see 0 PE ratio. They don't have information on it. CrowdStrike Holdings provides cybersecurity solutions in the United States and internationally. CrowdStrike Holdings was incorporated in 2011 and is headquartered in Austin, Texas. It's considered very bearish. All right, so let's move on to Nvidia. See the chart there from 2025, and look at that spike in price. There was a stock split also a while back after it really made some money. Anyway, that's the chart. Earnings per share, $3.51. The price on September the 19th was $176. PE ratio was 50. I still consider that high, but I mean, the PE ratio was around 100 plus a while back. Some news, Fast and Furious, H-1B workers, abroad race to U.S. I mean, there's some things with immigration things going on with that. Anyway, Nvidia is a computing infrastructure company providing graphics, compute, and networking solutions in the United States, Singapore, Taiwan, China, Hong Kong, and internationally. Nvidia was incorporated in 1993 and is headquartered in Santa Clara, California. Information technology, semiconductor equipment is considered very bullish. I mean, experts, they think that this is a good buy. For me personally, the Trevis estimate says that it is overvalued by 21.65%. Division breakdown, compute and networking, graphics. To me, Nvidia is a gift that keeps giving. Look at how much money that has been made on this And I've drawn down, and look how much money that there still is, okay? Plus 640% increase. American Micro Devices is referred to as Nvidia's cousin because the CEOs of the two rival companies are in fact distant cousins. Here, come here, sit down. Little furry friend. Okay, I'll rub your tummy while I read. Familial relationship, you can see here. They're distant cousins, and they're saying that they hadn't really talked until recently, and I'm thinking, whatever. They're cousins. All right, so some of the news. Nvidia takes $5 billion stake in Intel, offers chips, tech, and lifetime to struggling chipmaker. And Intel's Nvidia's deal expected to be a mix of blessing for Asian chip makers. Next stock is Taiwan Semiconductor, manufacturing company symbol TSM. See the chart here. And PE ratio is 27.85, earnings per share $9.65. Here's how much you would have made owning Taiwan Semiconductor in the last 10 years. This is dated September the 15th, 2025. It says buying $1,000 in TSM. If an investor had bought $1,000 of TSM 10 years ago, it would be worth $12,731. All right, so if you're really not into buying individual stocks, here's how you can get in the mutual fund game and get mutual funds that have technology in the top 10 holdings. The first one is Fidelity 500 Index, symbol FXAIX. And you can see all the top 10 holdings. I mean, Nvidia is right up there. You see Apple, a lot of the ones I mentioned. This one you can invest in is Fidelity Total Market Index. Nvidia's right up there. Apple's up there. We see Microsoft. Very low expense ratio. I want to mention one thing that I didn't mention was for Fidelity 500 Index, they have a total of 506 holdings, and these top 10 holdings represent 37% of the holdings, all right? That accounts for the lower expense ratio. They have more stocks. The total Fidelity Total Market Index, that's symbol FSKAX, they have a total of 3,819 holdings, and the top 10 holdings represent 33% of the top of the portfolio holdings. So there's more stocks, and I would say that is not as actively traded compared to Fidelity 500 Index Fund. The next one of my favorites is Fidelity Trend Fund, symbol FTRNX. When I give a little chuckle, that's when it's made some money. You see Nvidia there, Microsoft, Apple, quite a few stocks that are technology. And look at this. Out of 125 stocks, very few stocks, these top 10 holdings represent 51%, half of the holdings. So this company is very actively traded, which accounts for the expense ratio of 0.59%. I consider this high, but anywho. Now for the portfolio activity, losses and gains. You can see the balance there. The first one is from the 2nd of October. The next balance is from the 1st of October. My cumulative performance is 53.18%. That's from January 2022 until September 2025. The current asset allocation represents a balanced mix. And here's some of the activity. I got dividends from Nvidia, dividend and reinvestment of Nvidia, dividend and reinvestment of Federal Express, dividend reinvestment of Simon Property, Prologis, Health Peak. You're seeing a lot of the real estate investment trusts. HCA. And I did take a normal distribution of $1,050. What can I say? You can see the dividends for Bank of America. Sold $900 of the Fidelity Trend Fund, $900, and I sold $100 of Fidelity 500 Index and $50 of Fidelity Total Market Index. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. I hadn't really planned on drawing down anything, but when I consider all my overall investments, I decided to draw it down. And what I did was I made some changes in terms of my 401k and 403b withholdings on my jobs, plural. So yeah, and I bought some Fidelity small cap. I had some reinvestment of some of the mutual funds. And just also, I got a dividend from BlackRock, and I did make an adjustment so I start reinvesting those dividends with BlackRock. All right, so the October 2025 investment portfolio update is complete. Go to the About section of my YouTube channel to learn more about where I am on social media. Remember to subscribe, like, and share, and click the all notification bell. Until next time, enjoy the journey.
One thing a black woman know how to do. Let's make it.